guys, welcome back to another edition of Fundayz Sports. I'm Davey McBucketts. Almost forgot my fucking name there. Frosty.
What's up, dude?
Good
How's
to
it
see
going,
you,
everybody?
Episode 2.
Number 2.
We made it. First step is the hardest part is getting all the shit to make it happen, but we're looking good.
Yeah, feeling good about it. We're miles ahead from where we were, and I'm loving it.
Part of life sometimes, right? I mean, you got to look back at it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Go fuck it.
Today we're going to talk about March Madness action.
Hell yeah, it's that time of year. It is Selection Sunday right now, so a lot of shit moving, a lot of action out there, a lot of brackets being filled out tonight. It's going to be awesome.
Hopefully a lot getting busted
shortly
after.
That's the best part about the Madness, the first round. It's a bitch, dude.
Oh, but that's what we love to see. That's why we love March Madness so much.
Yeah, anybody could. You could be a no-name. I shouldn't say no-name team. You could be a team that not everybody knows about.
Yeah.
And
somebody knows you.
Yeah, somebody knows you. But like for me out here, yeah, Fairleigh Dickinson. I had never even heard of those guys before.
No idea.
And they took down Purdue in the first round.
Absolutely.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
I mean, that's what's so much fun about it. Number 16, a team that barely made it in, can take out the number 1 seeded team, and it's amazing.
The number 1 overall seed too.
Yes, number 1 overall seed, not just for the conference or the region.
We'll get back to some more madness in March. We're also going to talk a little bit. It's the Players Weekend.
Yes, it is.
So that's
very competitive round going on, but we'll get more into that.
Super tight leaderboard.
We'll get
weather delay right now.
Yes, so we have time to talk about that.
And big time TGL Playoffs.
The first season of the TGL has been fun to watch, and this is going to be great to see the actual playoff system and how it works, and just the pressure the guys get under.
Brought to you by White Claw.
Yeah, brought to you by White Claw.
No, but it's going to be fun. We got New York and L.A.
Yeah, L.A. Golf Club in New York. Number 1, L.A., my supposed team that I'm supposed to love. I have a hard time liking a number 1 team. That is not my style. Obviously, as a Dolphins fan, Colorado Rockies fan, and a Kent State Golden Flashes fan.
Yeah, that one threw me for a loop this year.
Yeah, only reason, man. 0-12, baby. 0-12.
Hey, you gotta work your way up from somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Can't join the bandwagon when it's full.
No, I'm hitching the horses up to the wagon. That's how that's working.
Love it.
They ain't gonna call me a bandwagoner, man.
Oh, what else? We've got some great content that's actually already launched and is out. We've got our 101 golf match that is releasing next Saturday. March 22nd.
Nice. That was a fun match. It was a really fun match.
Yeah.
For me. And for you. We all had fun out there.
Not going to say it was an amazing round of golf.
You know.
But.
That's why it's called golf.
And that's why we're doing this. We're not professionals. We're not tour players. We love the game, just like most people love the game.
Exactly.
And we're just sharing those experiences in some pretty damn cool places, too.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot of golfers who get to come and travel to the places where we get to go to so easily and accessibly. So
it's very true.
Being able to show that and share that with the rest of you guys, that's a big drive for me. Big driver for me, I'd say. We're also going to get into, I've got a hole-in-one challenge out, our head-to-head. If you want to go on fundaysports.com, we've got a live shop going.
Yeah, we do have a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of cool stuff. We got a very unique item. Not very many people know about
it. I think it's how much these things should just cost.
Yeah. You know, if you want to be that guy... And we'll get into it. We'll talk more about that coming up.
But there's one item on our website that is $2,000. If anybody buys it, you're more than welcome to come out, do a meet and greet. We'll play a round of golf with you, too.
Yeah, if you do, man. Hell yeah, you can come out and golf. We'll do a video with you. That'll be fun.
Absolutely. And then next week we're going to be live down in Pier in collaboration with Fresh Huddle down at the Pier Mall.
Yep, with Art down there. It'll be a good time. It'll be the first time actually having a live, I shouldn't say live, but having a podcast with somebody else there besides us.
Yeah, live audience.
Live audience, yeah, so it'll be in public. It'll not be in a private room or nothing.
And then
right in the mall. The Pier Mall.
Stop by your table. We'll have our store set up.
Yeah, come get you some Fundayz merch.
Absolutely. More to come on that as well. We've also got a new co-host.
Yeah.
That we're going to be introducing.
Yep. Looking forward to it. He's a pretty cool dude. Pretty fun guy. Not going to say his name until we get to that part. I feel like he has to wait, and everybody else does too.
Absolutely. You got to wait till the end. That's when we throw you the really good blurbs.
You can't just walk in and get it over with right away. You got to build some suspense.
No, you gotta draw them in. What are you doing? It's provocative.
It's provocative.
Oh man. So March Madness, we've got some conference champions that just got worked out. Florida ended up taking the SEC.
Yep. Florida got it.
Houston won the Big 12 last night. They'll be number 2 overall. Duke pretty handily took the ACC championship.
Yeah.
So they'll be the number 1 overall seed.
Yep.
Pretty good basketball being played.
It's exciting basketball.
Yeah, we've had Virginia Commonwealth on for a little while here. Just watching that game. Ended not too long ago. Let's pull up a list of automatic bids and let's try and pick some of our favorites.
My number overall favorite, just because of the man himself, the head coach, it's Memphis and Penny Hardaway. I love Penny Hardaway.
Dude, they used to battle Houston in the American Conference.
Yeah.
God, they would really get after each other.
Yeah, we just watched that documentary about was it We Beat the Dream Team?
Oh, yeah.
That was a hell of a documentary.
Dude, seeing Grant Hill, Bobby Hurley.
You know what? I want to go on record. Coach K, they did not throw that game.
I agree with you, Coach K. You're the smartest basketball person in every room you walk into. And I'm going to trust what you and your West Point education have to say about the situation.
And Coach K, I'm going to speak for ignorant America. I don't take the factors in that you have real world experience with coaching. I just don't like your opinion. So
it kills the story, man.
Yeah, it ruins it.
Oh God. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go to my least favorite website to visit now.
Yeah, we're not even gonna say their name on here. Just kidding, it's ESPN. But I don't know. For me, I don't like that you have to pay for content. It's a sports story and everything. You have to pay for everything these days, and it's getting ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah, getting pretty old. Well, they think Auburn's going to be the top overall 1 seed. I guess I was wrong about the Duke deal. That's my fault.
Duke is a number 1, but they'll just be in their region, I believe.
Got Boise State as the first team out. Shout out Earl. That's why I'm drinking the White Claws today.
Yep.
We were going to have a nice golf match for you guys. But unfortunately, our buddy had some pretty unfortunate stuff happen with his family, and they're having a lot of fun. So, Mick and Sandy, we wish you well. We love you.
Love you guys.
Absolutely. We hope you have a safe and swift recovery.
Oh, yeah. Bull Rider, you'll be all right, buddy. But
Sandy, like the nicest.
Oh, yeah.
Nicest human being.
Yep.
So sweet, so kind. First time I met her, it's just felt like she was my own mom.
Oh, yeah. Very nice lady. She's, yeah, just like you said, one of the sweetest ladies. So, yeah.
Guy doesn't make a ton of them, but you gotta appreciate them when they come. Last team in Xavier. Interesting. So, on the bubble, looks like our last 4 buys, we don't have to go to the playing game. They're looking at Oklahoma, Arkansas, West Virginia, Utah State, Vanderbilt. For the last 4 in, Vanderbilt sneaking in there, San Diego State, Indiana, and Xavier.
Shout out Hoosiers. You could do it, boys. Do it for Gene.
You guys are doing it.
Do it for Gene.
First 4 out.
North Carolina does not shock me at all.
No.
Yeah, I'm surprised they actually got into the tournament.
Texas doesn't surprise me a ton either.
Ohio State, stick to football. Stick to what you know. That's
it. You do. Some of that NIL money you need to. We distribute it if you want full dominance. Guy Tony just comes out when we don't even want him to.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Tony Turks and Caicos.
He's just ignorance is what he is.
Next 4 out, we're going to miss out on UC Irvine, the Dayton Flyers, shout out Obi Toppin, Wake Forest, Demon Deacons, and the SMU Mustangs. That's pretty disappointing for SMU. They should have had a pretty good season this year. A bit of a transition time, but really being a private school in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, I don't think there's any excuse not to recruit well, especially with NIL money now.
Well, that's changed everything with recruiting.
Big time.
Anybody can, if you have the backing for it and you got the actual pockets for it, shit, Rice could have the best team out there if they had the money for it. If you had the money for it.
Yeah.
That's what it's turned into now.
Absolutely. But, there's always some...
And the other thing, too, these are just projections, too, on, like, the first 4 out and that type of stuff. You never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. So we're going to go over some automatic qualifiers right now. We're going to have Alabama State. Man.
Yeah.
What a squad versus St. Francis, PA.
An American versus Mount St. Mary's.
Riveting stuff.
Yes, very riveting, very riveting. What region is that in? Is that north?
It's in the region that's on the screen.
Okay.
I have no idea.
So,
I don't think that's maybe the south? Maybe?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the south region.
Okay, we got Indiana in as an automatic qualifier as well.
Liberty, congratulations on making it back to the tournament. Whoa,
that's what it is. They're the buy-in games. That's what that was. Like number 16, Alabama State versus it's going to be...
Yeah, it's going to be one of the two.
One of the two, okay.
Playing in through that portion, and then the selection on the back end of that. Akron, do you know the Akron?
The old
mascot?
Zips?
Yeah, the Zips.
The Akron Zips.
Shout out to the Akron Zips for going dancing. I'm proud of you guys.
I believe it's a rabbit, if I'm thinking correctly, is their mascot.
University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Ooh.
UNC Dub. And Bryant.
Bryant.
Wherever Bryant is, we're pulling for you, for sure.
Florida and Norfolk State in the West region.
It's going to be a nice little matchup right to start. Colorado State, Michigan, Grand Canyon.
Shout out Grand Canyon. They tried to recruit me to their online school, Grand Canyon University.
I'm pretty sure they just beat UT Arlington. Shout out Mavericks. Sad day for the Mavericks. That may have been women's. I wasn't sure. I saw the little blip on it, but
yeah. Then we got UC San Diego and Lipscomb.
Shout out to my mama, UC San Diego.
Old St. John's and Omaha are in. Omaha making the bid.
Thank you, Warren Buffett, for all of the equity that you brought to the city of Omaha.
All right, now in the East region, we got Duke. If you like Duke, then I'm guessing you're a Lakers fan and a New York Yankees fan. I'm guessing that's what you are.
Say something bad about the Cowboys right now.
They aren't the Cowboys fans because I'm not going to say that right now because you're just going to get mad. Okay.
This is how you pressure your friends into not hurting your feelings.
So we got Indiana as the automatic qualifier, playing potentially Xavier. High Point in. Let's see.
Shout out High Point.
Got Drake, the old Bulldogs.
Nice.
And Montana. Is that the Bobcats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Montana Bobcats.
Then we got Gonzaga. Then Virginia Commonwealth. And then Robert Morris.
Oh, shout out the Eagles, I believe.
Robert
Correct me
Morris.
if I'm wrong. Robert Morris, they sent me a letter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, about playing college football there.
Nice.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. All right, and we got the Midwest region. We got Houston. I'll let you talk on that one.
Where my Cougs at? Hoo, 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 hoo.
And
Hopefully, Juwan Roberts is nice and healthy for us. Jamal Cryer's gonna need to have a really good tournament scoring at point guard. Don't have Jamal Shed this year. Really good down low with the bigs. Felt really solid about them. The guy to watch for is I don't want to say his first name wrong. It's either Patrick or PJ, but Sharp, number 21.
Gotcha.
He's the key. If Houston's gonna lose, they got a great defense, but if somebody else gets hot shooting and they don't score baskets, that's where they're gonna get into trouble.
Yep. They're gonna
I
shut
don't
that
think
part
it'll
down.
happen.
Yeah.
Anything less than a Sweet 16 is a failure.
Yep. Well, as a number 1 seed, yeah.
Yeah, Elite 8 is pretty expected.
Yeah.
But, it's March Madness. But
You never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Got to be realistic with them, but I'm very excited for the team. We're playing SIU Edwardsville.
Shout out SIU Edwardsville.
You guys made it.
And next we got a little bit of Penny Hardaway. And he's walking in Memphis. Do-do, do-do, do-do. Yeah.
But against Georgia?
Memphis.
Maybe.
Potentially
Maybe
playing
playing
Georgia.
against Georgia. McNeese State. Shout out to McNeese
And
State.
Yale.
Congratulations. Yale on the big Ivy League championship.
I didn't even know they were still a school. I'm just kidding.
After all
Bulldogs.
those admission scandals at all the Ivy League universities, I figured
They shut it down.
by this point, Doge would have already been at Yale, just like cutting every program.
Who is the Yale mascot? Are the Bulldogs or are they Penguins?
No, definitely not a Penguin.
Not a Penguin.
It's a Bulldog. Yeah.
It is a Bulldog. Why was I thinking of Penguin?
Um,
There's a Ivy League that is a Penguin, isn't it?
Fact checking. Ivy League school with Penguin.
Speaking of Penguins, shout out Ernest Shackleton, Arctic Explorer.
Yeah, nope. Turns out they're not fucking retarded. Moving on.
Moving on. You're welcome for ruining that part of the segment.
Oh yeah,
Is there
I
a
dropped
Penguin?
the hard R right there.
We got Troy as an automatic qualifier as well. Troy Trojans, I believe.
Shout out Wolford.
Wolford. I think they're like the Boston Terriers or something, aren't they?
No, that would be Boston.
That was Boston.
Oh, they are the Terriers.
Oh! What?
Damn.
Wolford Terriers.
I can't believe there's two D1 schools called the Terriers.
Yeah, it turns out
Wolford.
over there they like their Terriers.
It sounds like Tony Turks and Caicos' name for Clifford because he couldn't say it right. Wolford.
Dude.
Wolford.
Wolford.
Wolford, come over here.
God damn it, that big wet dog over there.
Big
Wolford.
wet dog. Wolford, you big wet dog.
You know, if that dog got the fucking zoomies, it would be like disastrous for an entire town.
Yeah, man, I really wish I could. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and plug in a little picture of that meme.
I did see that meme. Yeah, that was a good meme.
One of my favorite ones. Yeah. God.
Most of my life is communicated through memes.
Anybody that you're really pulling for?
Uh,
Just based off of that.
Basketball.
I'm locked in with Houston. I can't.
You're Houston. I want to see Memphis do it. I want to see them make a deep run at least.
Yeah.
You know, just a. You know.
Shout out James Wiseman.
Hell yeah. You know, I just want to see him do it.
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, yeah.
D Rose.
Pete Rose.
D Rose.
Oh, D Rose.
Yeah, not Pete Rose. Rest in peace, Pete
R.I.P.
Rose. You deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and if they do put you in now at this point, that is the biggest fucking slap in the face to me. That they had to wait till you died before they could do that.
He really called it. He did an interview before he passed away, and he said, "Yeah, they'll probably put me in the Hall of Fame after I die."
Yeah, such a bitch move.
Big time. Also, not having guys like Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, God, that entire steroid era, like.
Shout out juicing. If you want to get anywhere in life, you got to juice.
Turns out if they're not really going to test for it properly, and that home run race was the biggest thing happening.
That was fantastic to watch. I watched it, and I wasn't even a huge baseball fan at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa.
Stuart Scott calling it on SportsCenter.
Oh, yeah. Frank Thomas. I liked Frank Thomas. I don't know if he was with the steroid, but he probably was. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I like Frank Thomas, though.
They went after Pudge Rodriguez for steroids, too.
Really?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
It's bullshit.
I agree.
Don't you guys have anything better to do?
Do I think it's cheating? Yeah. Does that mean that them letting them be gay? Does that mean that when you let them get away with it for so long, why wouldn't you just go ahead and say, like, it's part of the game?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you put an Astros on it. Like, the Astros are still World Series champions, and they bang on trash cans and cheat.
Exactly. Shout out Jose Altuve. You can't even say it.
No, not at all.
All right.
Shout out Adolis Garcia.
Yeah.
1-2-1-2 in your mouth.
He's got your ball.
Shout out Norm Hitchkiss and Donovan Lewis, I believe. The Normandy Invasion. Shout out to one of my favorite shows that doesn't really exist anymore. That was the Ticket down in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Really, really good sports talk radio.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, man. We don't have to talk too much about that, but that company changed, especially with podcasting going around.
Yeah.
Guys are just able to go and say what they want to say and not have to worry about somebody talking
Any
to them
repercussions at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just grow and go.
Yeah.
Free media. It's good for the soul.
Good for the soul.
Definitely good for the soul. The players, we're still on a weather delay.
Yes, right now still suspended. The leaderboard, though, is Rory at 12 under. Spawn? Or Spain?
JJ
Spawn. 11 under. Ho.
Try the next one.
Ho.
Do it.
10 under. And then Bhatia, 10 under?
Yeah.
Ah, I got it right. Bhatia,
Okay.
10 under. Then Walker following up. So that is your top three right there. Rory
at
first.
Three-way tie going in.
Three-way tie, yes.
Looks like so far, most of them are kind of through. Hogue is, he's through 17, so he's just trying to finish up right now. He's sitting really good at -10. Like that's.
Yeah, Rory's on 11, Spawn's on 10. Yeah, there's a lot of golf left to be played here, guys. It's not set in stone whatsoever.
Rory's got the chance based on everybody that's there. Another guy who I'd really like to see win, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen today, Bud Colley. So, Bud went to Alabama, used to be roommates with Justin Thomas. He got in a really, really bad car accident.
Yeah.
Broke his leg, had multiple surgeries, just a really, really bad ordeal. Had a lot of a lot of injury exemptions where he could take time off and he didn't
Yep.
have to qualify, and then
So he'd still maintain his card then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty good. I like that.
It's fair. I mean, you work hard and then you get into a horrific crash.
That has nothing to do with your career.
Not at all with who you are as a golfer.
Yeah. So yes, I agree with that.
It's one of my favorite things about the whole exemption status. TGL Playoffs. We can do a deep dive on that. Let's see who's playing tomorrow night. First
We've
match
got
is
the New York Golf Club versus the Los Angeles Golf Club.
Oh, Xander's coming back.
Ooh, this is gonna be a dogfight, guys.
Xander, Ricky, and Cam Young. I think it's smart sitting Matt Fitzpatrick. I think just for me watching throughout the
Fitzpatrick didn't seem to translate that well for me.
I don't think it's his happy place to golf.
No, he didn't. Like, he was making like shots obviously better than what I was gonna pull off by a long shot, but I mean, he didn't seem comfortable out there. He didn't seem like he was on the same level as the other guys were, like just in the flow of stuff and just feeling like he was.
To relate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, just
Totally
like that.
agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
In Los Angeles, we got Colin Morikawa, Tommy Fleetwood, and Sahith Theegala. That's a deadly combination there.
Dude, that's a damn good team.
Dude.
I guess that's why they're in first place.
Yeah, that's it's probably a pretty good reason for it. But Sahith, he's really fun to watch out there. He's a very good personality, and
great player too.
Yeah, great player as well. Don't get me wrong on that one.
All right, so
and then Tuesday we have the Atlanta Drive versus the Bay.
Well, 2-3 matchup. JT, Billy Ho, and Patrick Cantlay.
Justin Thomas having a great day today at the Players. Yeah, hopefully he can come back and that'll translate to his game there too.
Yeah, carried into it. Not a far trip to the SoFi Center either.
Then we got the Bay, which is Shane Lowry, Wyndham Clark, and Ludwig Oberg.
Dude,
that guy's electric. I love watching him.
Absolutely. He's a great player.
Great personality.
Awesome personality.
Yeah.
Super personable, very polite.
Exactly.
He's everything that we needed when golf is losing Henrik Stenson.
Yeah.
We need that staple from one of those countries like Norway, Finland, Denmark.
Yeah.
Denmark?
Where's he at? Is he from Denmark or where's he from?
I believe he's from Sweden.
Ooh.
I'm gonna fact check this. Where's he from? Texas Tech University, bitch.
Yes, Texas Tech University, known for their blonde hair, blue eyes.
Shout out Red Raiders.
And that air raid offense.
That is no more.
It's been a long time ago.
God, it was one of the best in the league. Mike Leach.
That was when, was it NCAA 13?
Sweden. He is Swedish.
He is Swedish. He likes his
NCAA
Swedish
13.
meatballs. I don't know, that is not a Swedish accent. It's more of like a Nazi German accent. That's not what we're going for with Ludwig. He is not that type of guy. He's a very awesome dude.
Definitely not where we're going.
No.
For. Love Ludwig. I was kind of listening to you right there. I was just looking at other shit.
Oh, you're good, man.
Honestly.
No, you're good.
Well, so our golf matches.
Yeah.
We got the release coming on March 22nd.
Yep.
The first of many matches. It's going to be at Gettysburg Country Club.
Yep, and that was our head-to-head one that we did?
Yep.
Okay, yep.
Little one-on-one.
Yeah.
Head-to-head action.
You're going to see some golf shots. You're going to see some fucking bad shots. That's just how it's going to go every time, man.
Absolutely. If you think tour pros don't hit bad shots, you don't watch enough golf.
Golf is a game of management.
The tour pro that misses the best every single week is the one who wins.
Exactly. You're going to fuck up or screw up. It's going to happen every round. So it's how you react and recover from that and manage your mistakes is what makes it a good round.
And that's why golf is such an important game for people to play.
Yeah.
And you can see a lot about a human being whenever you're out there on the golf course.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see him through great times, bad times.
You'll see him in the highs, the lows, the boring times, the super drunk times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When their wife is calling and yelling at them times.
When work's calling and they're asking where you're at, and you're like, I'm 5 minutes away.
But you're teeing off on 3.
Teeing off on 3.
Look, the job can wait. Okay? We have priorities here in life.
Did I mention I'm a doctor? No,
Doctor of
not a
Women's
doctor.
Studies, right?
Doctor of Women's Studies, yes.
Oh, man.
Shout out DeVry.
So, fundaysports.com. We got a bunch of stuff available on there. My favorite item out of every single item are the Iron Headcovers that are $2,000. The reason those are my absolute favorite items.
What are they made of? Like
website.
silk or something? Or like Kevlar or something, like super durable?
No, they're Iron Headcovers. So if you're going to use Iron Headcovers on the course, I want you to pay like a massive royalty because I don't want to see that shit ever. And I'm a guy, like, I play Mira irons, forged irons.
Yep.
I consistently, where I play the vast majority of my golf, drive on the roughest cart path to get out to the actual golf course. We've got speed bumps on that thing.
Yeah.
And I don't ever use iron covers.
Honestly, until you showed me that, I didn't know iron covers were a thing.
They didn't get you, buddy. I'm proud.
Yeah.
Look, I'm all for it if you're traveling and you're going to throw it on an airplane or you're going to ship sticks it.
Okay, that does make sense. If you're shipping them.
I can deal with it.
As a protective measure there. But if you're putting them on.
Or just take a couple of extra golf towels and just wrap them around your irons and they're going to be way more protected on it.
Yeah, or quit thinking you're Tiger Woods and your irons getting knocked around is going to affect your play.
That's the other thing. And I know they're the really nice forged irons that you guys just first got. But I promise there's not a single player who looks at you taking your iron head cover off and says, like, wow, I think this shot's going to be good. Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Just don't do it. It's bad for you.
It's like,
I'm trying to help.
It's like comparing to, like, going to the grocery store and buying Magnum condoms knowing full well
it's going to slip right off.
It ain't going to touch it, man.
There's no point.
There's no point.
Oh. So, we're going to upgrade your clubs.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Coming up soon.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't hate where you're at. We've got a full set of Titleist 916 D2s.
I like it. I get along with them just fine.
You got a Diamante red shaft in there, just good stock shaft.
Yep.
You hit enough great shots with it.
Only thing I've done is upgrade the grips on it to that, was it the mid-size?
Yeah, on the CP2 Pro.
Yeah, huge difference. If I'm not trying to give advice here, but if you want to find your own style and actually figure it out, grips are amazing.
It's a huge deal. And
helps so much.
Right.
For me personally, just how you held it and everything, and just the way it holds, like how it interacts with your hand changes immensely.
And the scientific side backs it up too.
Yes.
The differentiation on the opener closure pattern based on the size of grip is related to your kinetic function throughout a golf swing.
Yeah.
It's something so simple. You don't have to hit 50 golf shots to go and get fit for it. All you have to do is pay attention to a segment that's upcoming next week. But I think grips are a huge deal too.
Oh yeah.
Your irons, I've been really happy with your progression with long irons.
Yeah.
So you've got XP95 shafts in there from True Temper.
Yep.
Is what you have on that, and then your wedges.
Here's the funny part is I don't know what shafts I have or nothing. Like he's the one that knows this shit. He's the scientist behind the madness.
Yeah, Yeah, I really like the stats and numbers.
Well, yeah, you actually obviously came from the golf industry, or you're in the golf industry, and
Yeah,
you
and
came from the fitting side.
got to fit full time for an
Yeah.
entire 4
So,
years
yeah.
of my life.
When he tells me what needs to be done on the course, I quit questioning it. I just go with it. He
Doesn't
knows
mean
my
I
game.
do it right every time.
No, but
I'm a better caddy than I am a player, but when it comes to knowing,
still, if I ask him, he'll tell me, like, all right, this is what I want you to do. He knows my game, and 90% of the time, if I do what he tells me to do, it's going to work out.
makes me feel so good.
Yes.
Because the only reason that not the only reason, I love this game for a lot of reasons, but one of my favorite parts about golf is the ability to share it with other people.
Yeah.
In varying levels. That's why I love the handicap system so much. And when you're starting to keep your gin.
Yep.
And putting that in and actually recording where you're at and then going through the portions that make you a better player. And it's fun to see it. You're open to it.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing that you can do as a newer golfer. Don't ever go into a situation thinking that you know more than the other person.
Oh, yeah. No.
Even with me, if somebody's telling me something, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Doesn't mean I just need to interject back as far as the golf portion of it. But like I talked about on the first podcast, yeah, if you guys are constantly doing things that shoot yourself in the foot, that's when it pisses me off.
Yep. Okay, great example of thinking you know more than the person you're playing against. I'm not going to say names here because he is a minor. But what was he, about 13, 14 out there at the Bay when we were golfing?
Oh, 11.
11, okay, yes. 11. This is where I'm at here. And we're golfing with some buddies. David and his buddies out there, some other caddies and stuff, and this 11-year-old's out there, family's member out there. He's a great kid, great family. And he pairs me up with him on the same tees, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, we put you on the same tee box with an 11-year-old.
With an 11-year-old, and guess what? I was humbled after the first fucking drive. That 11-year-old outdrove me, and I was like, yep, I am where I need to be right now.
Turns out that 11-year-old is also nationally ranked.
Yeah, turns out.
Plug another segment, we're going to have a match with him coming up not too far from now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, about 2 months from now, we're going to end up releasing one with, I'll just say it, Birdie Boy.
Birdie Boy.
So look out, Birdie Boy.
Hell yeah. No, great kid. Great kid, hell of a golfer.
Great golfer.
Fun
to talk to. Great
demeanor. I mean, you don't think he's an 11-year-old kid, or 12, what does he know?
12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
12, 13.
I mean, when you look at him, yeah, you see a 12-year-old, but when you start talking to him about stuff, it's like he's just another dude out here playing golf, and he actually knows more than I do when it comes to that stuff.
Knows the game, knows his stuff.
Exactly.
And the only way
very
that
smart
happens is with great parents.
Yes. Yes. Very true.
So, shout out to Birdie Boy. Can't wait for that match to happen, but it's just one of those things, like, play at whatever level you need to. If you need to move up on a tee box, move up a tee box.
Yeah, play your game.
Deal. Bingo. You shouldn't be going onto a par 4 and you shouldn't be hitting 3 woods in every single green.
Yeah.
There's no way you should be doing that if you're playing the correct tee box. If your tee shot, when you're hitting it well, and I'm not talking about the one that you rip 300 downwind.
Yeah.
Not you.
A normal tee shot. Yeah, I don't hit one 300 downwind. Trust me. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, maybe someday.
If there's a parking lot.
Yeah, if there's a cart path that's like 50 yards wide.
Shout out to Jack National, Missy Club Pro guy. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we got Yorwoods in the bag. You got some Bokies. You got a Bentinardi putter.
I do have a Bentinardi putter, and that thing is sexy. That was a gift from Mr. McBucketts over here, and I have loved that thing since the minute I got it. It's awesome. Got a super stroke grip on there. Miami Dolphins.
Shout out Miami Dolphins.
Shout out, let me down once again. Just a perpetual cycle of suck is what it is. Anyway, we're not talking about that now. We are moving on with your bag, I believe.
Yeah. So, driver, I've got the QI10 from TaylorMade. Got a 9-degree driver. I turn it down to where it says lower on the actual hosel, and that takes it down to 8 degrees. The reason I mostly do that is because when we're playing in South Dakota and there's just a ton of wind, I want to cut the spin as much as possible. But then also in the shaft, counteracting what I did in de-lofting and then opening the face to avoid my overall natural hook.
Yep.
On the shaft that I went through, I went with a 65 gram extra stiff VA Composites Villain. So it's a really unique and interesting shaft. It's more of low spin, mid to upper launch, just in general, and it's a little counterbalance. So what I like about that, isolates a little more weight in my hands, then bringing the club head swing weight up just a little bit, then I can actually feel that flex and then feel like I can time it at a better motion to deliver a more crisp and kind of clean strike.
Yeah.
So that's the idea, but obviously you see me top shots, you see me blow it out of bounds. But to try and do it better,
yeah,
those are the things. 3-wood, I still got my old trusty Ping G410.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got a Diamond whiteboard shaft in there. So it's a 70 gram whiteboard, SST Pure. Shout out Club Champion. Great 3-wood. I love Ping wood so much. Not huge on their drivers, little too high of MOI, just where with me it just gets a little inconsistent. Just off of the contact, that's where I found a lot of good upgrades when moving through, going from the Sim to the Stealth, and then the QI series. I really do like having that carbon face. And just the differentiations of like heel strike, toe strike, consistency of spin coming off of it. As far as woods go, I love to be able to hit something slightly higher off the face, or sting something a little lower, and kind of work back and forth with that. So I really love on that slightly smaller head having that higher MOI. And the G410, I love the 425, and the 430 has been awesome. But the 410 is just my old consistent. It's like Tiger when he had his 5-wood and he had the old, I think it was the M3. TaylorMade M3, and he just kept that in the bag, kept that in the bag, kept it in the bag.
Yeah.
Just because it was performing and doing what he wanted it to do.
And there's the old adage, dance with who brought you.
Shout out FP.
Fuck yeah, FP. I love you, buddy.
Oh, Creator Classic
Fantastic,
champion FP.
dude.
God, he's the best.
FP is such an amazing dude and such an inspiration for me as a big dude when it comes to golf. That, dude, it's beautiful to watch. He's a great personality, great golfer.
Yeah.
And just a great dude.
Damn good player.
Just a nice guy. And yeah, all those guys with that group there.
Baja Sports is one of my by far favorite things to watch just all the time. Brilliantly dumb.
Bobby Fairways, Joey Coldcuts, Fat Perez. Dude,
it doesn't get better.
Those guys are awesome. Love them.
Very, 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 very. Well, all right, Bob. If you accept an invitation to come out to a club where I can get us some exclusive rights to play up here in Central South Dakota, we've had Busted Jacks, we've had the Foreplay podcast. If you come out and you come play, I guarantee you that Rory will play with you here. No, I'm just fucking kidding.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
No, yeah, I definitely can't. Can't promise that one.
Holy fuck. Dude, my heart just dropped when you said that.
I promise you can catapult over this next group, but I did have the opportunity to caddy for it in 2 different episodes and had an amazing time with the Foreplay podcast.
Yeah.
Those guys were really good shit, and they can play golf and have fun. Riggs did not come. Love to have Riggs come back if you would like to. But the battle of Frankie and Jerry versus... sorry. Shout out White Claw.
Makes you burp.
A little bit. And then Francis and Trent.
Yep.
Oh my God, that was the most fun I had last season.
Yeah,
Getting
dude,
to
you
go
were
around
giddy
golf
the
course.
entire week when that thing was about to happen, man.
Oh my God, and then the
I was giddy for you. You know, it was one of those things. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? That's awesome.
and like that's the great thing because I've gotten a caddy for other tour pros and go through, and there's a few guys that have really made that kind of impact on me, where it's just like, oh shit, like it's these guys. But I've also caddied for a lot of tour pros who just didn't like.
Didn't want to talk whatsoever. Not necessarily
Right.
talk. It's not your position to like be out there to hang out with them necessarily if they don't
We
want
are
to.
hanging out.
But essentially, you are.
We're
Yeah.
golf guys. We're on a golf course.
Exactly.
Together.
Like, you're not qualifying for the Masters or nothing like that usually when that's happening.
Shout out to Brendan Jones, producer of the Foreplay podcast, and then also I'm such a dick. I can't remember now that we're like 8 months later the names of the two camera guys. I can still see them in my eyes, but they worked so hard, so diligently, sat through an entire day.
Shout out to Jet, the Jet with Bob Does Sports.
Shout out Jet.
I had to do it.
You have to.
I had to.
You know, somebody's got to be behind the camera.
Exactly.
Coda, can you move the screen a little bit?
What?
Why?
Why?
Did I even introduce Coda last time?
I don't know if you did.
Don't feel like it did. So this is my darling Valentine, who was born on Valentine's Day of 2022. She's my 3-year-old yellow lab named Dakota. Coda for short.
Yep.
Partially because she was the first dog that I got when I moved to South Dakota, even though I had Jordan when I came up here.
Yep.
And then shout out Dak Prescott.
Oh, that's where it kind of came from too, huh?
So Dak's full name is Dakota.
Oh, okay.
So that was the drawing, and then I just like the sound of the name Coda. Also, fun fact, tying one more thing into the dog naming. Do you know what the Academy Award winner was for Best Picture that year?
In 2022?
I'll just give you the answer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's CODA. CODA, Child of Deaf Adults, is the
Hey.
acronym.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was diving into a child's life and then going through what it was like to have deaf parents and then really showing that to other people.
Yeah.
That they are people. That's one thing that's close to my heart too. Instead of taking Spanish, which I probably should have done in high school, growing up in San Diego and Dallas.
Como estas?
Muy bien. Una cerveza, por favor. ¿Dónde está el baño?
¿Dónde está biblioteca?
Mis chico is potito.
My boy is little.
I think it.
Potito? What's potito?
I don't know. It sounds like it means small. It's got to be petite in Spanish, right? Potito.
Oh, man. Un poco is a little. I know that.
Well,
Poquito, I think, is little.
Yeah, I like mine better, though.
Potito?
This is where we call it Spanglish.
Spanglish? Okay. Shout out Adam Sandler. Spanglish. Greatest movie of all time.
Adam Sandler had a movie called Spanglish?
Yes. And it wasn't... I don't know. I never actually watched it, so I can't give a fair review of that. But yes, he did have a movie called Spanglish.
Better fact check that.
I will fact check it. Do it without dropping the mic.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic.
Do it. Hey, Drake. I heard you like them young.
Jesus. Spanglish. It was a 2004 film starring Adam Sandler.
Wow.
And now you know the rest of the story.
We need to go into a deep dive on that because you've been...
Oh, Paul Harvey?
Yeah.
Dude, Paul Harvey, the rest of the story, I've listened to him before. And now I just resurfaced on it actually came up on my TikTok, so I started liking the hell out of it because I love Paul Harvey's stories. And Oh, man, they'll just give you goosebumps. Like the Lucy one, and then there's another one with one of your favorites. It'd be Pat Summerall. You know?
One of my all-time favorite human beings
And
ever in sports media.
yeah, did you know he was born with his foot backwards? Did not know that. Surgically repaired it, becomes a great kicker, then broadcaster as well.
Hall of Fame broadcaster.
Hall of Fame broadcaster. I mean, goes from having a foot backwards to getting that switched and becoming a great kicker. I mean, that's fantastic.
Doesn't get better.
It's crazy.
Especially at that time.
Exactly, yeah. What'd that have been in, like, 30s, 40s?
Yeah.
Something
That'd
like
be
that.
around that time frame, yeah.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
What a time.
I'm happy we weren't alive during that time, or our generations, because we would have gotten our asses kicked in fucking World War II.
Dude, I would have been dead before I even got there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I would have stormed Normandy.
I wouldn't have made the beach.
No, not at all. God, that generation, like...
Shouldn't laugh at that, but for me personally, I know I wouldn't have made it very far, because there was so much death that was so devastating. It was... War in general is just nuts to me. But
huge battle, and I feel like forgetting history in those portions, like when you have older people who have just such a higher level of respect,
yeah.
I think it's because life was so tough.
It was a whole different thing back then.
And the most respectful thing that we can do for their sacrifices is be respectful.
Yep.
And capitalize on the commerce and the country that they actually gave to us.
Yeah, that they built.
No matter how you feel about it politically, or like this person did this or that, or blah, 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 there's a lot of people out there who try and fuck people over.
Oh, yeah.
And if you focus too much on the bad portions, you're not going to look at the things that are trying to make everything good.
Yeah. Exactly.
You got to have a fun day.
Yeah,
even on a gray day. You got to have fun days.
There's going to be gray days. Everybody has them.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
It's part of life.
You got to have fun days, too.
The fun days. Fun days.
Sports. Fun days.
Oh, all the good fun days. So our $2,000 Iron Covers. We went through what's in the bag. Man, I'd love to jump back into the players, but I think we're still in a weather delay right now.
Yes, I believe so.
Rory's having a great day. We've got Wisconsin and Michigan playing right now. They're playing in the Big Ten championship game. Nothing wrong with that. What a shot.
Oh, so I'm going to expand a little bit on a little deal here about... I like to read audiobooks. I shouldn't say read audiobooks. I like to listen to audiobooks.
You can read audiobooks?
You can read audiobooks.
You're a cyborg.
Well, lately my big thing's been...
Wait, I gotta get my gun.
Lately. The big thing's been... my book I'm on right now is Mutiny on the Bounty. It is a great book. And it is about a ship called the Bounty. And they basically... go to Tahiti and discover that the women love sailors there. Don't know if it's true to this day. If it was, I'd probably be in Tahiti right now with a boat. Yeah, basically it came to the point where the women just loved the sailors, did a lot of stuff with the sailors, and yeah, they had sex with the sailors is what they did. Like a lot of sex.
Dude, you can't say that.
You can't say that on air.
You can't say that. This is NPR.
Sex.
Fuck!
So, yeah, fuck, man. Sorry, Rachel, I know you don't like that.
Shout out, Rachel.
Shout out, Rachel.
Thanks for watching. Seriously, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you all for watching and making this a thing. You know, that's what I like about it. It's beautiful. I love it.
Just bringing the light to an awesome place of the entire country.
Yeah. But anyway, with the Mutiny on the Bounty, they discover the women love the sailors, so pretty much the guys decide that screw this, we're not gonna leave. Like this, we're staying here.
Yeah.
So they send the captain and like his supporters out to sea on boats.
Okay.
And they kept the main ship, and yeah, that's as far as I've gotten so far with it. Like I'm pre-mutiny right now.
Okay.
In the book.
Okay.
But that's the synopsis of it. But I'm really interested because they have like personal accounts and stuff like that, and like the actual, like what actually happened there and some of it. You know, it's really interesting.
Yeah. And speaking of your audiobooks, can we go back to another one?
Yeah.
You're doing whaling expeditions.
Dude, the whaling expeditions, Nantucket is like back in the day they were the whaling hub of the world. And a lot of stuff was ran off of sperm whale oil, like lanterns and lights and all that stuff. So it was a high commodity. And it was the Essex. There was a movie called In the Heart of the Sea.
I just don't understand when the world was so dependent on sperm whale oil. Like, how many whales did they have to jack off?
The process did not involve jacking off whales. The process involved penetrating them with harpoons and then killing them.
The Scripps School of Oceanography. I promise I know a lot more about oceanography than just...
That's why the seas are so foamy. They jerk off all these whales. Anyway.
Fuck, that's way bigger than a pocket pussy.
Holy shit. You need a fucking school bus for that thing, man. So,
you want to know how the Winnebago came about?
Jesus Christ. So at the Essex is the name of this ship. And I should give some more backstory here with Nantucket as its whole, according to the book. And it was more about that they really had a very high opinion of themselves. And color didn't really so much matter to them. It wasn't necessarily like racism in that aspect. It was...
family lineage.
Yes, if you were not from Nantucket, you were the scum of the earth, man. And you could be on the same ship. You could have been a sailor for the last 20 years and, you know, done your own thing, and you would still be a second in command. You would never be... You'd probably be like the third... Yeah, you'd be like the third or fourth down, probably. So, in the story of the Essex, they set sail, and they're Nantucket, what's that, by Massachusetts there?
Yep.
Okay, so they go from Massachusetts...
Shout out Dave Portnoy in your summer home.
Nantucket, known for its pizzas. They actually are. Anyway.
Connecticut, too.
Yeah.
God, we gotta eat some pizza in the Northeast.
I know. I want to actually taste good pizza. Not saying the pizza around here is not good. Pizza's delicious, but I want to taste some, like, authentic.
No, the pizza around here sucks. Like, it really does. There's nobody making fresh dough. There's nobody making a pie. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway,
I just had to...
You go around the Horn of South America is how they get over to their whaling grounds. And it's basically on the opposite side of South America. So it'd be the, Pacific Ocean side over there. Okay, so they're out whaling. And they'd send out 3 or 4 boats, and they'd leave like 2 or 3 guys on the boat. Like they ran the ship, and that's what they kind of kept pace with everybody and all that stuff so they wouldn't get too far out. Well, they found this pod of sperm whales, and they end up harpooning one of them. Well, in the meantime, there's a rogue bull male that decides to spin around, come back, and it hits the ship at such an angle. Like, it was the perfect angle, according to what they theorized here. To sink this ship, it had to have been the perfect angle. It came at it, and it veered off at the last second, according to sailors on the ship. And it hit, stopped the ship dead in its tracks. Like, you're talking like a 20-ton ship.
Yeah.
Being stopped. A dead stop. Well, then he swam back around, came back, and hit again. And that's what actually sunk
Christ, he's the Sean Taylor of the ocean.
Dude. It's crazy.
Out just taking bodies.
Yeah. Exactly. He is the
So
Redskins
he's actually
defense
the main
from
ship,
the early 2000s.
right? The main ship.
The main ship, yes. The Essex is the actual main ship, the whaling ship.
Shout out Heart of the Sea, Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, great movie. And Tom Holland, actually. Tom Holland's in that movie, too.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, really great cast. So, yeah, they turned around and looked to see their ship in reference, and there's no ship there. It's just gone.
She gone.
So they're like, what the hell? So they cut the harpoons out. They sail back to where the approximate location was, and they find the ship is floating on the surface, and the guys got out. So they basically have to load up with all the supplies that they can handle on these whaling or lifeboats, basically, or they're hunting boats.
Yeah.
And they cut canvas off, make sails, makeshift sails and everything. And they put together a plan. So the plan was, in reference, they were about 2,000 miles away from South America at that time. From, I think, the coast of Chile or something like that. Chile.
Chile and Chile.
Chile. And
no beans in your chili.
No beans in the chili. Anyway. That's not a hard stance either. I don't mind them. Anyway.
I'm just from Texas, and that's how
that's
how I have to answer. Doesn't matter how I feel. It'd be like if I had told people that I'd like a Prius more than a pickup.
Very true. Very
Which
true.
is not the fucking case. But it'd be nice to have the gas mileage sometimes.
So they're 2,000 miles away from the coast of South America.
From nowhere.
From nowhere. Then they look at their maps, and according to their maps, they're about 1,200 miles away from the Parade Islands that they call them, which is now known as Tahiti.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, so if you reference the Mutiny on the Bounty, Tahiti, great place. People, the ladies love you.
Boom.
The other
Great
thing
spot
was,
for a sailor.
Nantucket was so close-minded that they did not know that Tahiti was already an established British trading route and a port there. If they'd have known that, they could have sailed there 1,200 miles. They'd have been there a little bit of time, but it would have been manageable.
Yeah.
With their supplies and everything.
Sure.
No, they thought it was full of cannibalistic islanders that wanted to eat you. So that's what they thought all the islands were.
Well, turns out there's just good pussy.
Turns out.
So
they want to eat something. It ain't you.
It's like Iceland and Greenland.
Exactly.
Iceland's great. Greenland sucks.
So.
Shout out Greenland. We still want to make you a territory like Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Canada, you can deal with being 51. Yeah, get mad at that. See how much of a fuck I give.
Anyway, they take off for South America. And they start running out of supplies. Everything's going wrong. It's just not working out. They're in the middle. They call them the doldrums out in that part of the world. There's no winds. There's nothing. So a sail doesn't do much for you. And they didn't have the strength and the energy to row that far because you're on limited rations. You're on short supplies. Well, their supplies started running out. So they come to the conclusion that they have to start drawing lots. And drawing lots is like drawing straws today. Whoever gets the shortest straw or longest straw, whichever one you want to do. Usually shortest straw, I think. I don't know if I'm wrong with that. Anyway, whichever one. You draw the short straw. Anyway, you pull that. You end up getting shot. They're going to harvest you and eat your body, basically, is what it comes down to. Well, here's another thinker. They could have done what some other accounts of a shipwreck happened, that they could have resorted to cannibalism, but they didn't. They ended up taking one of the dead bodies, and they cut meat off of it and used it as bait. And they actually caught sharks off of that and survived off of sharks and other fish that you caught. These guys didn't think of that. They didn't get that far in their heads. They ended up shooting. First, it was one of the black sailors on there. I'm trying to remember his name, Nathan something. See, I'm not good at remembering names that great anymore.
Shout out Nate.
Shout out Nate. He died from starvation, basically, is what happened with him.
Yeah, because
starvation and dehydration.
They took all the good food first.
And they
fucking hard out here.
Cut strips off of him. They basically what happens. They said the first process in butchering a human being is to take away the human features. So head, feet, hands, all that stuff. Stuff that makes you look like a human.
Sure.
They said once they did that, then it was just like you're a butcher and a pig. It didn't bother them. You know, if you didn't think about it, it wasn't registering. Well,
I'm going to throw up.
The human body needs fat to digest meat in a starvation situation.
Sure.
And when you eat somebody that's starved to death, they don't have any fat.
There's no fat.
So you're basically making yourself hungrier by eating that.
Just by...
Yeah, you're not processing it. You're not absorbing the nutrients that your body needs to with
Why
it.
didn't they try making veggie burgers?
Veggie burgers. Yeah, vegetables don't really grow in the middle of the ocean. Unless you go really far down, you could probably get some kelp or something. Or something down there. But anyway, they resort to cannibalism. And one of the captain, he ends up eating his own cousin. The one that he swore to protect with his aunt and all that stuff the whole time. Yeah, it wasn't good. And, yeah, there was some allegations of him being a coward, basically. Saying that he was the one... Like, in the movie, it shows that he was the one that drew the short straw and his cousin shoots himself so he doesn't have to be killed.
Sure.
That's what it shows in the movie. In the book, there's some arguments against either side. There's not a definite...
Gotcha.
Like a full answer there that it was like he took my spot, you know, and that type of deal. It wasn't like that. But there's a lot of speculation about that. So
he probably made him take his spot.
No.
Fuck, you don't know.
You don't know. You honestly don't know. And it happened a long ass time ago. Anyway.
Fucking Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth, he wasn't the one that shot the dude. He wasn't the captain. He was like the second in command in the
movie. That's right, because he was not from
Nantucket. He wasn't from Nantucket. He would have been the captain if he was from Nantucket.
Turns out trust fund babies don't fucking run the best companies.
Yeah, turns out.
Wild.
Yeah, so they end up sailing back and they resort to cannibalism and they make it back, and a couple of the guys end up going on to have decent sailing careers. The captain of the Essex ends up going to be a night watchman for the rest of his life. And, you know, he had a happy life with his wife. Sure. You know, allegedly. I don't know. Mentally speaking, I don't know his state. It's like he probably had a shitload of PTSD from that deal. I think anybody that would survive that would.
Well, I mean, he was a real man, so he just probably tucked it down so deep that he never
bury
talked
it
about
deep
it
down inside to never bring it back up again.
Never ever.
Never ever.
That's called being a man.
Yeah, no, that's not the right way to deal with that shit.
No, it's not at all. But
yeah, shout out mental health. Take care of yourselves, guys.
Please do.
Seek help if you need it. Always ask for help.
988 is always the hotline. If you're not comfortable with the hotline, honest to God, send a message to Fundayz Sports.
Yeah.
Just send us something on Facebook or Instagram, and I'm not a licensed counselor, but
neither am I.
But I do care about you.
Yeah.
Each and every one of you, even the people who come on and like have terrible days and say all of these awful things on comments in the messages.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great day coming up.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry that I come back at you as a smartass, but you also need to know that living your life like that just because you're hurt isn't okay.
Exactly.
Seek help. Try and be better.
Exactly.
There's 8 billion people. Just be one good one.
Exactly.
Love it, man.
Love it, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for divulging on your little adventures.
Yeah, and as I listen to more books, hopefully I'll have more updates on that.
Absolutely. That's one thing.
Start a book club. Adventures Book Club with Frosty.
And if you've got a particular book that needs to be...
Yeah, if you got suggestions, hit me up. Facebook page. Put something on there. Tell me what we need to put on or what we need to read.
This guy's serious.
Dead serious. And if it's
he
50
can
Shades
read
of Grey, you need to go
audiobooks.
fuck
He's
yourself.
a better reader than you.
I read audiobooks at a 5th grade level, so...
Alright, Tony. Let's talk more about Tony Turks and Caicos. So we got episode 1 out right now.
Yeah.
No audio on episode 1.
That one doesn't have audio. Episode 2 we're working on. That one has some audio.
That will be out tomorrow.
That'll
on
be
Monday.
Yeah, you're gonna introduce yourself to the world of Tony Turks and Caicos.
So I love you. It's okay that I found you with 3 fucking male hookers who look like they just came out of the gas station and they were just looking for some money from F. So
A little backstory for you. So Sarah is the fictional ex-wife of Tony Turks and Caicos.
Yes.
And she gets mentioned a lot when bad shots happen. And when good shots happen, too.
Yeah, I mean,
Willie has a serious affinity for his ex-wife, Sarah. And, he's just still in love with her, He's just trying to get on the PGA Tour to win her love back, That's about it.
So, I'm going to call you Tony now.
Tony?
So, Tony, who's your number one nemesis on the tour, would you say? Who's your biggest competition?
Well, I must say, I've had my eyes on him. I've watched him. He's one of the greatest golfers. And I'm coming for you, Tom. It's Tom Kim. Tom Kim.
Tom Kim?
Tom Kim.
Look out.
Look out. We're coming for you. I'm going to take all your wins away. That's what's going to happen.
Every win.
Every win. I am like the NCAA and you are Reggie Bush. No more.
It's going to give him his Heisman back.
I will wait. Years. I will wait 7 years and I will give it back to you.
God, that's priceless. But yeah, definitely follow along on those episodes for a lot more Tony Turks and Caicos because he's by far our most developed character.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1,000%.
Dude, that shit's funny.
Basically, the only way I could describe Tony Turks and Caicos is he says what he thinks. He doesn't, there's no stop between, there's no gap between the brain and the mouth. It's just a direct shoot.
Oh, and Tony Turks and Caicos shows no mercy.
He shows no mercy, man. He's an enigma. He's an enigma.
International.
International, does not have a nationality.
Non-denominational nationality.
He's from parts unknown.
Not from Philly.
Not from Philly. From parts unknown.
Good buds.
Kane and Undertaker were my neighbors. Okay? We made the Hell in the Cell. Yeah.
Oh, man. Big time backstory.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that, speaking of wrestling, did you see John Cena is a heel now?
Yeah, I did see that he's embracing the bad guy role now. It's interesting.
God. Never thought I would see the day.
Make-A-Wish is pissed.
Big time.
That's such a bad PR move.
It's like, John, look, retire. Like, good God.
Yeah, no, John Cena straight up has I think the Guinness World Record for the most work with the Children's Miracle Network. And, great contributor to that stuff. I mean, individually, he's a great human being, I believe.
Big time.
But, yeah, as far as him turning heel, it's a very strange feeling on that one.
Yeah, it's just different. A lot like when Hulk went to NWO.
Yeah, I get that vibe a little bit from it.
I don't know. Man. Ever since Kevin Von Erich didn't win the World Heavyweight Championship, I just have never worked at wrestling this year. Shout out Iron Claw.
Yeah, Iron Claw.
My dad got to grow up watching those guys at the Sportatorium
in
Dallas. Yeah,
Nice.
he would actually go to the Von Erich shows.
Nice. Good push.
Brought to you by White Claw.
That burp was brought to you by White Claw.
Again, shout out Jose and Scott. I fucking love you guys a lot. God bless what you brought to culture.
Yeah.
When there ain't no laws.
You're drinking claws.
Amen, brother. See what I did there?
Yeah.
And then use the fucking tagged one.
Not trademarked.
Can't get me. You can't get me.
Ho ho ho, you can't get me.
Oh, in other news, looks like
they're going back again?
no, looks like they're 4 hours away.
Oh.
Guess what? Monday finish.
Yeah. I was gonna say they'll run out of daylight before they get to that point.
Big time. You know where that doesn't happen? In the fucking TGL.
Ah, yeah.
That's why I love that so much. It gives these people opportunities to be mic'd up more like YouTube golfers, but guess what? They're a lot fucking better than all of us.
Yeah, no shit.
So we should watch them play.
Yeah, and it makes it fun when you watch them just screw up a shot too, because it's so relatable then.
Oh man, there's been nothing funnier than Kisner when he scolded straight into the flagstick out of the bunker.
Yeah, and Tiger was like crying laughing. Oh, it was hilarious.
I was happy it hit the flag. I thought he was
going to
hit a
fan.
child or a woman.
It's going to hit a fan.
Good God.
Good God.
Hopefully it hits an old white guy.
That's best case scenario.
Just not in the head, but like, he's got enough privilege, he's fine.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Man. Did you notice that last little move?
Yeah. You got the shiver.
I got the shiver.
You got the shiver. You should go take care of the shiver.
All right. While I take care of the shiver, can you please explain to our audience what my shiver means?
Yeah. You go take care of that. I'll talk to him about it.
No holds barred.
No holds barred?
No holds barred.
So basically, when you see him start to shiver, like that little deal, yeah, he's got piss. He's got to take a piss really bad. And I should actually say he really needs to jerk off or something, but no, he's just got to piss. Yeah. So you'll notice me, I get the leg shakes going. That's what I do. But yeah, Coda, she's just unbothered over there. Just chilling. A sweet girl. She gives me lap dances once in a while. Yeah, even if I want them or not. I sit down usually and she'll just crawl right up on my lap. But yeah.
Fucking Coda girl.
Yeah, just chilling.
Oh, you're my favorite. Don't tell the other dogs that. Okay?
Okay, now I gotta go take care of a piss.
See? It's not just me.
No. Talk to him about whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until you leave the room.
Yeah. This piece of shit.
Oh, wait. He's gone. Tell me what that piece of shit said about me. It's okay, you can tell me. Are you fucking kidding me? We're gonna box when he comes back. You just watch. Thank you for letting me know what my good friend said about me. Good introduction time for Dakota, my sweet Labrador, who you guys actually met earlier. Then I've got 3 more Labradors. I've got Leah, who's a quarter golden retriever. I've got Seeger, and Cece is one of Leah's puppies. She can get a little bitchy, you might say, and that's when we say that she's acting like a Sarah. Super sweet dog, a little bit reddish, kind of white tip on the paws, really awesome. Then we have Zeus. You guys saw him in
another episode of Drunk Cooking, or at least you're going to really, really soon. Zeus is my big black lab. Looks just like his dad. Also one of Leah's puppies, so he's an 8th golden retriever, but he's a full black lab looking dog. I like to think that it adds just a little more sweetness to him. And then the OG, Big Jord.
Oh, yeah.
Big Jord, the 8-year-old. Yeah, Coco, Big Swatch.
Oh, big stretch.
What are you doing, Sweetie? Yeah, Big Mama here for the love. Come on, sugar. Come here. Big Swatch again. Come on. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Anything you want to say to the folks out there? Bear.
Bear.
Coda's favorite thing is her bear.
Yeah.
If it's not a tennis, B-A-L-L. I can't actually say the
Yeah,
word because then
don't.
she's going to lose her mind.
Yeah.
She'll incessantly go searching for a B-A-L-L
Yeah.
around the house. Which
Yeah.
is one of my favorite things about her.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you mentioned it, so you must want it. So I will go get it.
Ready or not, here I come. I'm gonna find you. Oh, well, I think this is a good time to wrap up, brother.
Yeah.
So, big news on the agenda. We've actually got our live podcast. The first one coming next weekend. So we've got Alan Fisher, who's going to be making his debut. Old Big Fish.
Big
So
fish.
shout out to Pierre, South Dakota.
Yep.
One of your own is going to make his way up through.
Hell
Alan
yeah.
works for a
Delivery
particular
company?
Yes.
Yes.
Just trying to articulate
Yep.
without saying. It's the better one.
Yeah. It's a
out
good
of the
one.
two.
He gets to drive a vehicle.
And he also does a lot of work with youth sports and coaching
Yeah.
different teams. So next weekend we're actually going to have a lot of hot takes for you guys on youth sports and the state of it just right now. And while we're kind of teaching those future generations, because sport is here to build character and develop your ability to get through adversity.
Yeah.
That's really what I've... Oh, thank you, dear. Nice jump. Look at you go.
It's pure athleticism.
Peak. Wow. God, I love you so much. But yes, Alan Fisher is going to be making his debut next weekend.
Yep.
Live from the Pier Mall in
Fresh
collaboration with Fresh Huddle. Fresh Huddle got a ton of
Memorabilia.
sports cards, jerseys. They
Helmets.
just had
He's
a
got some
giveaway.
helmets. He's got some different stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got all kinds of stuff.
Just had a giveaway on a new pair of Jordans, too.
Nice.
So that's one thing. If you do follow Fresh Huddle, you're going to have a great opportunity to
Get some stuff. Get some good stuff.
and some great stuff. It's not
Yeah.
just stuff from around here.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
It's actual
thing is-
sports memorabilia. Like, it's legit sports. I got a Bob Greasy jersey. A signed Bob Greasy jersey.
I got a signed Bob Lillard jersey.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
1980. Autograph. Like, are you...
Like, you can get damn good stuff. Great stuff. Stuff
Well,
you would not expect to find in Pierce,
best
South
stuff.
Dakota.
So hopefully we have a nice little showcase coming up next weekend where we can show some of those items too, just on that live broadcast. For the live broadcast, you can join us on YouTube for the immediate streaming. You'll also be able to find the link on Facebook, Instagram, as well as X in the future where you can see everything top to bottom.
Nice.
So once we're done of the YouTube and going live there, that's when everything will be available.
Nice.
And on that weekend, we're going to introduce Big Fish, obviously, and we're also going to talk about the NFL draft. We had the combine,
Yep.
did some kind of gauges there. We're in the heart of NFL free agency. So a lot of moves made by teams that aren't named the Dolphins.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to watch. If it's don't fix what's broken. Just put your head down and plow forward like an ignorant asshole. Don't fix what's broken.
I'll never forget your face when I was sitting here just before the podcast and it was like, oh, hey, by the way, the Dolphins signed a new punter.
Yeah.
Yeah, great, right?
I'm like, cool, that is exactly the hole we needed to fill right now.
Bingo. You know, if you're going to be really bad, have a good punter.
Yeah, you know, he's going to be a star player, evidently.
I'm worried about the Cowboys.
Yeah, you have every right to be worried.
Yeah. Not super happy. But we'll have more on that in a bigger divulge into the overall state of the NFL, pro days that we want you guys to watch, and just guys who can really improve their draft rating.
Yeah.
Based on the combine is one thing where you have X number of players there, but people are going to be running 40s, throwing on pro day.
Yep.
It's going to be really important for the Notre Dame quarterback, Will Howard. It's going to be hugely important for him to have a good day.
Ohio State, wasn't he?
Sorry, yes, Ohio State.
Yeah,
My fault.
good. Yeah.
Shook that one up. Sorry, it's one of those basic-ass white Midwest schools.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember watching that. He did not have a good combine.
It was
really
not
good
bad on the deep throws. But that's what pro day is about.
Yeah, so hopefully he could rebound from that and have a good showing, and, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody's looking for any player, you know. Any pro day, that's what you're looking for, is to improve what you're basing upon there.
I'll also be super interested. Shout out Gray Zabel.
Yeah.
The number 3 rated lineman in most people's mock drafts so far. When I was watching his work at the Senior Bowl, he was moving from position to position to position and constantly showing he had the athleticism and the strength. No matter if it's a quick guy, doing like big swing moves, like
no excuses.
Whatever it was,
he
big
fucking
guys
had a
bull
great
rush.
day. He had a great showing.
Big time.
His stock went up immensely that day.
Big time, and did great at the combine.
Combine did good.
Didn't run a 40, but
no, which whatever.
Allegedly, there's a bit of a groin hamstring injury.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of lingering, and that's why he
didn't want to aggravate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Big time smart move. There's no point in doing it.
You don't have to. Why the hell? I mean, some of it I get. You want to show you want to do the extra mile, but if you know you're coming from an injury and you're not going to look the best with it, yeah, don't do it.
Your muscles as an O lineman are not supposed to be built for you sprinting 40 yards down the field. The only thing that I like about linemen on the 40-yard dash is the 10-yard split.
Oh, just the quickness that they got?
Yeah, just that.
So that initial.
That in between. Getting to the hole, pulling to the other side.
Yep.
And that's what I really like about the drills that they go through. But that's where 40, I feel like, gets a lot of the fame just because everybody's got a set number that they're going for.
Yeah, 40. I mean, that's just always like you're not fast unless you run a 40 or faster.
Not faster.
A 3.5.
It's like a 4.29.
I know. That's like a 4.4. I think.
You remember a 2.2?
Initial. Yeah, 2.2.
Yeah. Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog over here. Fucking zoom!
Up next is Barry Allen. Who's this kid? Who's this Flash? Like, holy shit.
Oh my god, we gotta sign him.
That's 0.5 seconds.
Who's this Clark Kent character that's trying out a quarterback and he's throwing the ball through the roof? You thought Anthony Richardson was impressive.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
Oh.
Take a break, buddy.
Just for the meantime.
Wait
I think
a
he'll
minute.
be alright. He's got a competition for the starter jobs.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes. I'm actually looking forward to him having a reset outside of New York or East Rutherford.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Shout out Jersey Jerry, but good God, Jersey sucks. Especially in football right now.
Oh, yeah. Giants, Jets.
The Shore.
The Shore.
Dude, I don't have
Hey,
time.
they were doing TGL before back then. Tan Jim Laundry. They legitly were calling it like TGL, man.
They were. It was the TGL before the TGL.
It was the TGL before the TGL. Maybe that's where Tiger and Rory got their thought process.
Hey, Snooki, if you are listening, Frosty is single.
No, I want nothing. Snooki, I don't know you. I want nothing to do with you.
Snooki wants smush smush.
Snooki wants smush smush.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, it's been a good time. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that episode 2 is going to come out for people, and we're going to keep growing and going.
Yeah.
Big live one next weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be the big test right there. That'll be a good one.
Lot less fucks.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot less of that.
We're going to give more fucks, but say fuck less.
Yes. We'll give more fucks by saying fuck less.
You got to say fuck way less.
Fucking serious?
I'm fucking dead ass fucking serious right now. Who the fuck are you kidding?
Well, fuck me, man. Okay.
Well, fuck me to fucking tears. God damn it, this fucking dog is sitting over here and fucking pissing me off. Just fucking sitting there all cute and shit, just like a fucky little princess. God damn it.
Alright, now that I know that Rachel's not listening anymore. I'm just kidding.
We love you guys. It's
Yes.
been a great show. Sorry about the language. But that's the great thing about having your own platform.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you can fast forward, but please still subscribe, share, and join us for every other aspect of it.
Yes.
I'm McBucketts.
I'm Frosty.
This is Fundayz Sports.
Have a fun day.